Howdy everyone. Sadly, I will not be visiting East Corinth Vermont this time, since there's not really much to see. I'm pretty sure they're just done filming there. I really have no idea, but I'm just going to assume they're done. Once that writer's strike is over though, I'd like to drive back up there just to check it out. Just for the fun of it, even if it is just to see that town one more time. I just wish I could have seen more than just Jenna Ortega. It was cool seeing Tim Burton. I think that was the coolest thing of going there, seeing the whole town and then seeing Tim Burton direct part of the movie. That was cool. I would like to have seen Michael Keaton, obviously. That would have been neat. I heard somebody saw Catherine O'Hara. I didn't get to see that. They were filming all her scenes on a hill. One thing that surprised me is no Winona Ryder sightings. Huh? This made me start to think. They did spot her in England though, where people took these photos, on-set photos that were taken in England. I noticed one weird thing. You notice that Winona Ryder's hairdo is the same? She hasn't changed her hairdo in 35 years, really? This made me wonder, why? Is there a reason behind that? One theory I have is maybe she's dead, huh? And that's why she has the same hairdo. She died when she was much younger. Who the hell knows, right? It's a good theory, right? Maybe, possibly. Who the hell keeps a hairdo that long? I don't care how weird you are as a teenager. You're gonna change your hairdo eventually. I feel like she would have a different hairdo 35 years later. Well, except for Norman Reedus. I'm pretty sure he's always had that hairdo in everything I've ever seen him in since the first thing I've ever seen him in. 8mm, and that was like 1999. Maybe they're gonna de-age her face. I don't know. Who the hell knows? My other question is, will they ever find out who stole the statue and those windows? Probably not, right? At least not anytime soon. Maybe years from now, someone will come forward. I sort of wonder, will they ever catch the guy? I wonder if they'll ever catch the guy that stole that statue. Well, good luck, Vermont police. And good luck, Tim Burton. Maybe they'll just frame it on Tim Burton. It's a big scheme. Who knows? Anyway, enjoy this little sketch I made about what happened to Tim Burton's damn statue. Enjoy. Bye.
Alright, Lieutenant. What's the meaning of this shit? I'm a busy guy with shit to do. Just a minute, sir. I'm looking for a K. Ah, here it is. Columbo, I warned you. Yes, you did, sir. And I want you to know, I didn't take your warning lightly. But I have no choice, sir. You see, I don't think Tim Burton stole that statue. I don't think he ever even touched it. I think you arranged everything. I think you arranged the theft. I think you arranged the ransom note, the telephone call. I think you lowered Tim Burton to the junkyard, and I think you shot him. Of course, you can prove all this. You see this newspaper? This is the same edition of newspaper that the letters and words for the ransom note were cut out of. And I'm trying to construct that note. Need any help with your spelling, Lieutenant? I'll tell you what the problem is. We found this newspaper in the motel room. It was sprawled over a chair. It was left there. Even though the maid said she had cleaned up the room. Yes, I told you. She probably lied. That's the problem, sir. You see this terrible mess I'm making? There's just no way to cut up this paper and paste together this note without making a mess. I know. I tried it last night, my wife and I. Columbo, what's your point? My point is, if the maid forgot to clean up the room, why didn't we find little bits of pieces of paper somewhere? You see the problem? If she did clean up the room, then everything gets thrown out. All the bits of paper get thrown out. And the newspaper gets thrown out. If she doesn't clean up the room, then these scraps of paper gotta be somewhere. You can see the contradiction. You're incredible. You're really incredible. This man, this criminal, steals Tim Burton's statue, completely destroys it for no good reason at all, then tries to completely destroy me in cold blood, but instead of recognizing the obvious, you accuse me of some sort of monstrous scheme. Tim Burton probably destroyed his own statue, no one else. The man's crazy, he's getting up there in years. I mean, look at these weird movies he makes. No, sir, that's not possible. You see, Tim Burton had an alibi. What? Yes, sir. He couldn't possibly have stolen that statue. And what's more is your sworn statement is now perjured. Ha! You're crazy! Correct me if I'm mistaken. You said you were with the statue until noon on Thursday the 20th, the day the statue was stolen? Yes. Well, you see, sir, Tim Burton was down at the Department of Motor Vehicles taking his driving test that morning, and I got a sworn statement from the examiner to that effect. So you see, Tim Burton couldn't possibly have stolen that statue. But you could. Besides, why would he want to steal it? He's Tim Burton. He doesn't need to steal it. But you could have.
Lieutenant, what the hell are you saying? Tim Burton had no alibi. That statue was abducted in the afternoon.
No, sir. That's what we assume. Actually, it was stolen in the morning, and at precisely the same time that you said you were at home with it. I have absolute proof, sir, that statue was locked up in your ranch house at 10 o'clock that morning. You see, I took the snapshot of the statue, and I brought it down to the photo lab, and I had a giant blow-up made from that print. And I want you to know, my friend, that I took personal charge of that process, just so that there'll be no mistake. Do you see that clock in the background? That clock reads 10 o'clock. That's very plain. 10 o'clock, sir. That's the time you claim you were at home alone with the statue.
Lieutenant, you're priceless. A gem. You're a little flawed, not too bright, but you're one of a kind.
I think that's a very incriminating piece of evidence, sir.
Evidence? Don't you see what you've done? You've taken that picture and you've reversed it.
Sir?
You've made a mistake, Lieutenant. And in the process of enlarging that photo, you've turned everything around. The clock doesn't say 10, it says 2 o'clock.
Well, can you do that? Is that possible?
It certainly is.
I don't understand.
Get the original photo and compare it. I'll demonstrate it to you. Then you'll see where you made a big mistake.
The original?
The original snapshot, yes.
Well, I'm afraid that's gonna be a problem, sir. You see, when I was down in the dark room working with the guy from the photo lab, I was helping out actually. I accidentally dropped the original in a batch of hydrochloric acid.
What?
Yes, sir. There is no other print. It's gone.
What is this? A clumsy attempt to frame me with false evidence?
Oh, no, sir. I wouldn't do that. No, I'm afraid this is the picture. There's been no mistake. I'll testify to that. Sergeant Hoffman, would you please read Mr. Spaghetti his rights?
Now hold it, Lieutenant, before you do something you regret. I hate to disappoint you, but you have proof of my innocence despite your clumsiness.
Sir?
We don't need the original snapshot. The negative will serve the same purpose. Look at that negative in the back of that camera, Lieutenant. It proves I'm right.
Were you a witness to what he just did?
Yes, Lieutenant.
Were you a witness to what he just did?
Oh, I suppose so. Does this mean I'll have to show up at court?
Were you a witness to what he just did?
Sure, why not?
Were you a witness to what he just did?
Yes, I had a very good view from where I'm standing.
Were you a witness to what he just did?
You bet your sweet ass I did.
Were you a witness to what he just did?
Wow!
Were you a witness to what he just did?
Mitchell!
Were you a witness to what he just did? Were you a witness to what he just did?
A witness? A witness to what?
You just incriminated yourself, sir. You identified the camera. Idiot! Ha! Columbo got your ass. Ha! You should have been paying attention. Durhay. Book him down.
That's right, sir. That's what you did. You see, you didn't pick out this one, or this one, or this one, or even this one. You didn't touch any of these cameras. You picked that one. Yes, this is the camera that was used to take Tim Burton's statue's picture. But you would have no way of knowing that, or that this negative was in the back of this particular camera, unless you had taken the picture yourself.
If I hadn't taken that camera. You were counting on that. You didn't accidentally reverse that film. You did that shit deliberately. You asshole. Well, you caught me, I guess. Shit.
I'm sorry, sir.
Oh, sure you are. You gonna arrest me now, Bear? Fine.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do can and will.
Yeah, fine, whatever. I'll walk myself to the cruiser. Bullshit. Up yours, Columbo. Damn you, you're good. Too friggin' good. Clumsy idiot.
We're all witnesses to what he just did.
You coming, Bear? Alright?
I ain't gonna wait in that cruiser all night long. Shithead. You lazy bear. What kind of cop are you? Damn it. Do I have to walk myself to the police station? Put myself in a cell?